Today is Hobby's birthday. I wanted to come in here, say a quick happy birthday to Hobby. I hope he had a wonderful happy birthday. I hope he got to rest a little bit because I think he might be working a lot on the preparations of the album and filming content. I hope that he had fun doing that, but also that he's able to rest a little bit. I've been reflecting on the chapter 2 era now that we are right on the cusp of starting chapter 3. I see in BTS there are like three natural leaders. Of course, RM. Then there's Jin, who is very quiet in his leadership, but he has very insightful knowledge, peaceful patience for people. The third leader that I see in BTS is Hobie. He has so much ambition in a good way. He wants to be better and work on his craft so much. And I think that's something that came out a lot on chapter 2. If we remember, like the first solo activities came out of Hobie. Um, yeah, I think it was Hobie by going through a Lollapalooza, then, well, releasing Jack in the Box, Lollapalooza. And he didn't stop there, he continued. This journey to me is very interesting. The Jack in the Box album, that is a monumental album, truly. I think I think it's such a wonderful album. It really grappled with this fiery feeling that Hobie has to get better at his craft, to form a narrative around his name, around his artistry, and to develop it, building these connections and metaphors of arson and burning up and coming out of hiding, coming out of the box by like destroying everything around in order to build yourself up into these wonderful artists. He has so much ambition, and in 2026, that is something that I hope I can gain from Hobie. I think along the way, through many disappointments and heartbreaks and losses, I think I lost my ambition. This is something that I admire from Hobie, and I hope I can gain it back. The amount that he grew as an artist in chapter 2 is so grand, but it comes from him being so ambitious and pursuing his goals. It isn't something that he just wanted and got. He went there and got it. He did amazing. He truly has proven himself to be an amazing recording artist, an amazing lyricist, rapper, but also a performer. He truly is a performer. Of course, we should have known that because he started as a dancer, but the whole construction of Jack in the Box, the first Lollapalooza, I forget the name. Volume 1 came out, and then the three singles came out, and his solo tour. He drew on so many inspirations that he took from BTS themselves about creating narratives and expanded it into a whole universe in itself. There is an organization to this like hectic journey. He started, if we remember to the Festa dinner, that the members mentioned that they felt kind of burnt out and they didn't know where to go or how to grow artistically. I think Jack in the Box was a response to that hollowness. It was a way of almost practicing, being very precise, meticulously wanting to go back to the origins of his ambition, to find that artistry again, to find that spark, that light, and eventually ignite it all. So that is the start of his chapter 2 era. And he continued to I forget the name, volume 1, where he almost took a step back and went back to his roots. He says, okay, I have all of these emotions, all of this artistry, all of this ambition that already materialized in Jack in the Box. But then he went back to his roots as a dancer and explored all of the genres, which is something that a lot of the BTS members did. They explored genres. But the way that Hobie did it is, I thought, that album was amazing. That there are some like gems on that second album, like that second solo album. And then he didn't stop there. I mean, I guess he went to the military and he came out. We know that he did amazing in the military, which I mean, talk about hard work. Now, when he came out with a vision. He wanted to prove himself. Again, Jack in the Box, he was a little bit lost and he found himself. It was a declaration of his ambition and he wanted to burn and ignite the whole world with his ambition. Then, volume 1, he went back to his roots, almost like a student of his own schooling. It was an exploration arc. Once he came out of the military, I feel with a sense of resolve, with a sense of understanding what he was, maybe because of he missed who he was in the military, but he had the ambition of wanting to pursue a bigger solo career. So he purposely came out with 3 solo songs that are singles that were market for the US. They were English. They had American collaborators, and they were more of him being a performer, an artist, and less of him being a hip hop rapper. He had already proven his lyrical genius. He had already proven that he had this artistic vision, and now he wanted to accommodate that artistic vision into a successful career, right? To the same heights as other artists that are not rappers. Because, and I think this is not something that is commonly talked about, but rappers do have a difficulty entering the top charts in the Billboard 100 because the music that is normally topping the charts is more R&B, more pop based, and less of that rap boom bap likes of Jack in the Box. And I think he wanted to prove himself that he could do that. That also gave him a lot of other experiences. He worked on his voice, he worked on a softer side, he was able to convey feelings of love and sexiness and rawness that he was not able to do with a simply pure rap song, or his exploration into other genres like he did with his other album. So, in reflecting on his journey in chapter 2, I think I want to have that ambition that Hobie has and that resolveness in believing in himself, because I truly believe that he believes in his ability, but that belief that he has in himself comes from the practice. It isn't something that he just believes like he's anointed to it. He works on it and works and works and works on it and rehearses it a lot, that he knows that he can get there. So that is something I hope I can get and I can gain from him this year. Those are my thoughts. I wish him the happiest of birthday. In regards to the comeback, we're like a month away for the album to come out, for them to start the concerts. This year is going to be massive. I wish the best for the guys. Part of the promotion, they asked us, what is our love song? For me, my love song, for me, it's Just One Day. I think that song is amazing. I love it. I think in another world, that song could have been Billboard top one, like one position one in the Billboard 100. That is how good of a song that is. I think that song, they should re-release that song today because it's truly an amazing song. Other than that, I love Good Night and Go by Imong and Hip. And whenever I listen to that song, I remember BTS, I remember Namjoon and Yoongi. In the topic of Yoongi, I love the story that he shared with us from Tang. So amazing. I really could cry the whole Nile River to Yoongi by how much love I have. And it's so much that it like overboards in tears, and I could feel the whole river, like Nile River for him. I saw the live and I was reading a few of the translations. I saw that they found out about the issue with the army bomb. Ah, I'm not going to talk about it now. Um, I do think it's something that we need to talk about, but I also wonder how useful is that when we're wanting to connect with the guys, and how much negativity do I want to bring? And when is the time to bring that negativity? Other than that, right now I'm at school. That's why I'm in the car. I have a lot of things to do. I hope. Oh, okay, so in Mexico we practice. We have an earthquake practice, so that's what that is. 2025 was very hard for me. My mom passed away after suffering from a really horrible illness at the end, and I feel like the past decade was a really hard decade for me. It was difficult. I hadn't believed in astrology before, but apparently, astrologically speaking, I was meant to have a really hard decade. Now that it has passed, I hope I can rebuild myself. I hope I can find that spark that I see in Hobby and believe in myself. I think part of why Hobby is so good and such an amazing artist is because he truly believes in himself, and he works and practice in order to accomplish the goals that he has. Those are two characteristics that I don't think I have, but I think I can work on them. On the issue of the album, I think we're about to see an album that is a proposition on BTS's worldview on how to overcome difficultness, and that is through love. It is not a secret that they have been building a story around love, around camaraderie, around finding each other amidst a tumultuous world. And that is a proposition that I admire because I tend to be in a very Schopenhauer kind of way, very pessimistic, and just lose sight of happiness in such times. So I'm excited to hear the album and find love and find happiness and find a little bit of a respite from this world. Anyways, I hope that you're having a good day. I hope that the members are happy and healthy. And I just wish happiness and health and love to the members and army. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe. It helps a lot with the algorithm. If you comment anything, it helps a lot with the algorithm. You can hype the video. I don't know if you are able to or not, but if you can, please do so that it doesn't get lost in the void of the internet. Anyways, until next time, remember to be excellent to one another. Bye. Happy birthday, Hobby.